Welcome to the April Junior Tennis Talk. I'm Beth Zan.
And I'm caitee.margenthaler.
And joining us today are Tara Williams and Casey McKenzie to talk about USTA Junior Team Tennis. So Tara, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce yourself, and then we'll give Casey the spotlight.
Okay, well, thank you, Beth and Caitee, for having us on today. So I am Tara Williams. I am the senior manager for junior team play with the USTA Missouri Valley section. Just a little of my background: I grew up playing tennis in Missouri Valley for years. I played high school tennis, became a high school tennis coach for several years, where Casey and I actually first met, and we coached together back in the day. It's been over 20 years ago now. And then I ended up working with USTA Tennessee for a couple of years back in 2013, and then ended up coming back home. And now I've worked for USTA Missouri Valley for the last 10 years.
And I'm Casey McKenzie. I'm the junior team tennis manager for USTA Missouri Valley. I have been here now just 1 year. I worked for USTA Oklahoma for 10 years. And I taught physical education and coached for 10 years in Tulsa, Oklahoma as well. So it's great being with Missouri Valley, and we're just trying to get junior team tennis going throughout this section.
So Casey, when we talk about Missouri Valley, we know we have, I think, most players that I think play a lot of tournaments and have that opportunity to travel quite a bit are more familiar with what Missouri Valley encompasses, but I don't know if you want to kind of give a breakdown of where USTA Junior Team Tennis lives within Missouri Valley.
You want me to go, Casey? I'll go first, and then you can add if you want to.
Yeah.
So within Missouri Valley, so we have our 5 states, and we have 7 districts. So we have Oklahoma, Missouri, we have Kansas, Iowa, and Nebraska. And then we have our districts. We have a couple of metro areas, St. Louis and Heart of America, which is kind of that line between Kansas and Missouri in the Kansas City area. So we do have some pockets of junior team tennis across the section right now. We have some great programs within Oklahoma. We have some great programs within St. Louis. And we're really trying to get more junior team tennis in the areas where we currently are not. So that's what, our focus and our goal is, to connect with the districts and the leadership in the districts, and then also connect with coaches and players and create that awareness so we can get more of this junior team tennis opportunity across the section.
Thank you. Casey, do you want to add anything, or did that cover it?
I think that covered it. Yeah, that was great.
Okay, so as we're talking about USTA Junior Team Tennis, it may be a program that's new to people. So do you mind providing an overview?
So I think when we get down to just the basics of what junior team tennis is, it really is providing kids an opportunity to play more matches on a team with friends, and really learn what that match play looks like, what competition looks like, and get more matches under their belt for kids 7 to 18. So really, from those youngsters who are really just starting to serve, rally, and score, to those who are playing tournaments can play junior team tennis as well. But that's a big one, is that with JTT, or junior team tennis, we want kids to be able to serve, to be able to rally, and to be able to keep score. If they're not able to do that, then we have other programs that are leading into junior team tennis that they can be a part of, but that's a big component of that. And then learning how to play on a team with friends and sportsmanship, all of that's a big part of junior team tennis. The one thing that we love about it is that when you play on a team with friends, you also get to have the opportunity for parents or pros or anyone who's wanting to get involved to be able to coach teams. And so we're able to really connect that piece where these kids are learning maybe what high school tennis looks like, or if they're playing high school already, they're able to get some team play maybe out of season. So with junior team tennis, we have a couple of different ways or ways that we kind of have it going in the section. So we have leagues that maybe last 4 to 6 weeks where kids are playing with their team 1 day a week. We also have what we call pop-up events right now, where the areas we're trying to create awareness. So you may have a night where we have kids register, they come and we put them on teams and they just have a great time playing with their friends. And then we also are trying to figure out how we can create kind of like a junior team tennis circuit. So if we're not able to do a long extended season, maybe we're looking at different areas kind of close together where we could have maybe 3 days of play where kids are able to go to each of those areas and play against each other, but still playing on teams. So the biggest, really, when it comes down to it, is the kids getting that match play, getting more experience, and getting to play with their friends.
And I think, just to add on to Tara's, I think the different types of junior team tennis is just, we can modify it to your area. So a local league season might be great for a certain area, but a pop-up event might be perfect for another area. So we can modify it for it to fit the area that you live in.
Thank you. Amazing. I think you've covered a lot of this already, but let's just drive the point home. So why play USTA Junior Team Tennis?
I'll hit the one for players, and then Casey, if you want to share a little bit about the tennis pros and facilities, kind of how we've learned there's a little bit of a business model there as well. But for players, I really think playing on a team and really learning how to play with other kids and learning that sportsmanship and learning what competition looks like and learning how, with junior team tennis, it's games won. So for any player that's on the team, when they go out there on the court, if they lose 6-1, 6-1, those 2 games are adding to their team score. So no matter if they win or lose, they are actually helping their team within that league or that match. So that's a great way for them to approach it. Like, okay, I might have lost, but I gave something to what my team did today. And so I think that's a huge thing with junior team tennis, is the games won aspect. And no matter how you do, you're helping your team.
Yeah, there's been quite a few championships that come down to those 1 or 2 games. So like the coaches just tell those players every game counts for junior team tennis. So it just kind of makes it fun and competitive. For parents love junior team tennis because it's a little more laid back and it's a team aspect, and it's a little more casual than the tournament play. And so parents love it for their players as well and their kids. For tennis professionals and facilities, I've just seen it's like gasoline to a fire. Once it starts, they love it. It's revenue for their facility. It brings in these players and parents. There's a business model that we can send out. So it's not all this time and you're not getting revenue back. So it's just helping these coaches. Once they get into it, they realize, okay, this is a good business model, and it helps grow their program. And it brings the families into their facilities. So I've noticed it's good for players, parents, and the tennis pros and facilities.
Okay, I was going to jump in with a question really quickly.
Sure.
And we may be getting to this, but when I'm thinking about that high school coach off season and developing those players who may not have the means to travel to play tournaments, or multi-sport athletes, or just even a desire to play at that higher level, because it is a great opportunity developmentally and to stay connected to team, build team chemistry in the off season. Can those players also earn an established world tennis number rating playing junior team tennis matches? Because I know more and more high school coaches are starting to use that world tennis number, or WTN, to establish their ladder or their JV varsity team. So is that something that a player can earn
Yes.
Yeah,
Go
so there are both play points and win points within the WTN world. And so players who are participating in junior team tennis will be able to really better their WTN, and it will begin to, I think it'll be the more that they play, right? So the more they play junior team tennis, the more they play local tournaments, that sort of thing, it will really, their WTN will reflect their level. So that's one thing that we like to tell people is like, get them playing, because the more they play, the more their WTN will reflect the level that they are. And so, yes, with junior team tennis, every match, they get so many play points within a season, but every match, when they get win points, they're going to increase, or I guess their WTN will be reflected, because it won't always go up if they don't always win. So, but it will help them for sure.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So there's lots of time throughout the year. So when does USTA Junior Team Tennis take place throughout?
So one of the things that we do as a section is we create parameters for the districts to then take a look at those parameters and decide, okay, when do we want to offer junior team tennis? We keep that very flexible for them, because we want to make sure that they're working within what they're able to do locally and within their district. So we create a fall, winter, spring, summer. Those parameters, we have dates that fall within each of those seasons, and then the districts decide when they are able to have their seasons. So they can look at a certain range of dates and they can decide, okay, for our fall season, if we're wanting to do a 4 to 6 week season, we're going to start on this date, end on this date. As long as it's within our parameters, it works. We've noticed that, you know, summer, of course, is a great time for junior team tennis. We see a lot of that, but we also see a lot of fall and spring working with high school and them deciding to, especially in our section where we have guys playing during one season and girls playing during another season, they kind of flip those with JTT and offer JTT outside of the high school season and do a single gender league. So that's something that they can do. It doesn't always have to be co-ed. It can be girls teams playing in the spring when the boys are playing high school, or however they do that in each of the states. I know they're all kind of different. And then vice versa in the fall. So again, it's very flexible. The formats are flexible, and the time that they're able to, you know, have the seasons is flexible as well.
That's awesome. It's nice that the flexibility is there to make it work for everybody. All right, next one. Who can participate in USTA Junior Team Tennis?
So we'll go back to what we said earlier. So a player who can serve, rally, and score is what we're looking for. If we have a lot of parents who reach out and their kids are wanting more play, but they're not quite there yet. So we connect them to whether it's a local facility or something where they can take lessons and learn more and get engaged and make sure that they get to the point where they're ready to play. Because what we don't want is for them to get on a team and go to matches and not be ready for that experience. So we want those players to be able to serve, rally, and to keep score so they feel comfortable when they go out. Of course, we know when you're in kind of those younger age divisions, there are those that have court monitors, and we're able to kind of help them with the score, because they may know how to keep score, but sometimes they get a little lost. So we want to make sure we help them with that. All of the players who participate in junior team tennis, they do have to be a USTA junior member. But of course that's free, which is amazing. So hopefully that's not an obstacle for anybody. So they do have to have a membership. And then we do have divisions. So within junior team tennis, we have 10 and under divisions, which a lot of that is orange ball. And then we have 10 and under advanced and 12 and under intermediate, which is green ball. And then we have our older age divisions, which are all yellow ball. So we do have to create and set up kind of age validations within registration. So that is something, there is structure to it. But again, we are able to help them decide what does that look like for each of those divisions and how can we create it to where the most kids can participate in each division. Casey, anything else?
No, I think you said it perfect. We're just trying to make it level-based play. So that's why we have the divisions and the age validation for junior team tennis in each district.
All right, so a parent is listening to this webinar and they're interested in signing their child up for USTA Junior Team Tennis. So what are the steps that they need to do?
You want to take this, Casey, or you want me?
Sure, I'll take it. Well, right here it says there's 4 ways, but the best way is wherever you take lessons or drills, or you have a high school tennis coach, I would just talk to your tennis pro first and just talk to your facility and say, hey, do you guys have junior team tennis? Because they could already have a team. If they don't, they might not even know what it is. And if they don't, reach out to us. But a lot of the clubs we have contacted and we're trying to get it going, they just don't realize that it's something that the players and parents want. So you can talk to your local district coordinator. If you don't have one, you reach out to Tara or I, and we'll try to get something going in your area. Another way, if you're a parent, you can become a tennis coach manager and start a league. We've had that in some smaller areas in Oklahoma where they decide, oh, okay, we have 4 to 6 players. We'll start a team and they'll join a team in Tulsa. Or, but another way is you can just find a program online and we'll put you on a team. So if you don't have a team, just reach out to us and we'll find you a team to play on. Anything else, Tara?
The one thing I'll add with parents getting engaged and becoming, and I don't know if we're going to talk about this a little later, but if they do want to become a coach or manager of a team, they do have to become Safe Play approved. So anytime we hear of someone who's interested in doing that, same with pros. Anyone who's associated with junior team tennis and working with kids, they have to be Safe Play approved. And that's something that we double check and make sure we have within the platform that junior team tennis is registered within. But that is something first and foremost that if we hear of a parent who's interested and wants to volunteer and help and be a manager of a team, we make sure to send them all of the links and everything to make sure they get started on that as soon as possible.
And so, Tara, I'm a parent and I'm interested in coaching a team, but I don't know what Safe Play means. Can you describe that for me?
Oh, sure. Hopefully I'll say it right, but I'll go back to, I guess it's the Olympic, I don't really know the name, the Olympic Committee. What it comes down to is the safety of the players. So we want to make sure that anybody who's associated with a player has gone through certain steps and parameters to be approved. So that would be a background screening. They have to watch modules. They have to watch videos that kind of give them some education on what to do when you see different things happening with players or parents or coaches. And then there's an agreement that they have to sign. So there's 3 different steps that they have to do. And they do have to keep that approved. So I think it's every year that they have to update that and make sure that they're staying on top of the information. But it comes down to the safety of the players. They have to be approved to be able to have that contact with all of the, not just, of course, it would probably their own player, but all of the other players on the team and also all the other players within the program.
Okay, thank you. Put you on the spot with that question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And just to add on, it takes about an hour to complete the certification online. And then the renewal each year is about 30 to 45 minutes. So it's a pretty simple certification to go through, but we just require everyone has it.
Yeah. And I think it's one of
Absolutely.
those things to ask your, even if you're not unsure, ask your child's teaching professional. If they are, many facilities require that their teaching pros are Safe Play approved. So I think it's a good question to ask.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we talked about parents, but how does a tennis provider get connected and start a team now?
Well, there you go. Become Safe Play certified. So first things first, and that's why we put it first, is we feel like that's the most important. If they're going to be connecting with players and leading those players, we want to make sure that they go through that process. So if they're interested, of course, like we said before, it's kind of the same type of contact points as even if a parent's interested. So we want them to reach out to their district, or if they know the junior team tennis coordinator, reach out to them and get a little bit more information about junior team tennis, learn what it's about, figure out if you want to be involved and how you can get connected. They will get you started to become Safe Play certified. If you don't know if you are or if you aren't, we can also check that and let you know. If you've already gone through the process and you don't know if you did or not, we're able to check that and tell you kind of where your status is and what you need to do. We want to make sure too that you understand, if you're wanting to start a team, what that looks like as a coach or manager. So we have some resources that we can provide providers who maybe are looking to start a team. We have resources that we can give them that kind of tells them, okay, so this is what junior team tennis looks like. This is what a day, like a team match, can look like for a day, what to do, how to prepare, how to work with parents, all of those things that they would need, because sometimes tennis pros, they don't do the team thing. So really understanding how they can manage a team. What does communication look like? How do they manage schedules? All of that. We have junior team tennis. It's kind of like a program guide. They can help them with all those day-to-day kind of tasks you have as a coach or a manager. But yeah, first, just reach out, whether that's to your district, your local program. If you see and that local program, the local coordinator, reach out to them. Or if you don't, reach out to us, because we can get you connected as well.
And then also, what are the different type of USTA junior team tennis play opportunities across the section?
Casey, I'll let you go.
Okay. Tara kind of already covered this earlier in our conversation, but we have like 3 different type of events, and one type is a pop-up event. So this might be something where junior team tennis isn't established in your area. So this is where we just come and we just want to have like a one-day fast-paced event. Could be 2 hours, timed matches. We're going to play music. We're going to have fun. We're just going to get the word out what junior team tennis is, and the different options that they can have in that area. So we'll be having quite a few pop-up events coming up. So just keep your ears open, because we're going to have some in different areas this year. The next one is a circuit event, and that's 2 to 3 separate areas. So for example, in Oklahoma, we have 3 small towns that are about 30 minutes apart from each other. And so they don't want to travel every week to these different areas. So this way that we can have an event in one area, and we'll just have 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 matches in those areas. And it's just a shorter local league season. We've done that a few times, and parents seem to like it because it's not a giant commitment. And then the next one is the local league season, and that is a full season. They play every week, and it's just more structure. You have scheduled matches, and you go to different facilities, home and away matches, and that's another great option for different areas as well.
And so when players are participating in these different options, can they expect to play a singles match and a doubles match, or what's the typical lineup look like?
Again, every district is different, and we can format it to the way that it works best for each area. But yes, we do singles, we do doubles, we'll do mixed co-ed matches. A lot of times for the younger division, we'll have gender neutral. So girls are playing boys, boys are playing girls. If we have high school teams that are, you know, like Tara said earlier, the boys are playing in the spring and the girls are playing junior team tennis, then it's just girls. But yes, they'll play singles and doubles.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else, Tara, to add to that?
No, that was great.
Yeah.
And so, Tara, do you want to tell us about the Junior Team Tennis Open?
Sure. So in years past, our championship junior team tennis has looked a little different throughout the 10 years that I've been here. We used to have USTA Junior Team Tennis Nationals. A couple years ago, they took nationals away. And so we were trying to create a structure within the section so that kids could participate in a little bit more of a competitive environment, but still within junior team tennis. A couple of years ago, we started to do what was called qualifiers, and kids would play with their teams, qualify, and then move on to section championships. But we really learned that people wanted to have a little bit more opportunity, I think, to be able to participate in the qualifier, travel to do that, and then travel to section championships was kind of hard for teams that are playing junior team tennis. They're not as used to all of the travel. So this year, what we're doing is we're doing the Junior Team Tennis Open. So this is what it sounds like. It's an open event. We have it, it's going to be July 14th and 15th in Topeka at Crossover Tennis Center. We're really excited about it. Registration's already open. So we have been sending out emails to different tennis pros that have been actually engaged with junior team tennis so far, and we've been putting other types of promotion out as well. But what we decided to do is, instead of have what we had in the past, is we had 4 boys and 4 girls on a team. It was a lot of people on a team, and some people were having a hard time filling those teams. So we decided to make it smaller, and so now it's 2 girls and 2 boys. So hopefully it will help those be able to fill their teams and be able to participate. The divisions that we offer, I think, do we have another slide that kind of shares divisions, or no? There we go. All right. So the divisions we offer, we're bringing back 12 and under green ball. Something we've seen locally. Those matches are so much fun to watch, and those kids have the best points. It's so good to see them rally and just to have some great competition. So we're bringing back 12 and under green division. And then we also have 14 and 18 under yellow ball divisions. So the format of this, as far as the matches go, is we will have singles, mixed doubles, and gender doubles. So what we do is we put the teams on 3 courts. So they'll go out, they'll play, I believe, their singles and their doubles, and then we turn around and we do 2 mixed doubles matches. So we're really excited about this new format. We really hope that we get a lot of participation. We've had a lot of interest so far. So yeah, if you're hearing this and you want to participate, reach out to me. We also have a QR code that will send you to the information about this event. But yeah, registration's open, and we're really excited to see what will come of this in the next couple of years.
So we have this QR code should take them to the USTA Junior Team Tennis website, where they can find your contact information and resources. Does it also provide local contacts for them?
It does. We have all of our local contacts listed, all of our programs, and who is kind of over those programs. So they would be able to find those resources as well.
Okay, thank you. And then as typical, as we end our presentation, Caitee and I like to remind our players that we had made player resources pretty accessible, so you don't have to go digging through our website to try to find them. Just follow these QR codes to either my account or to Caitee's account, and you'll find a variety of resources there. Just a couple things to point out, aside from the Missouri Valley tournament schedule, we do send text reminders. And so if you want reminders about tournament deadlines, please make sure you subscribe to our rained out text reminder line. So USTA Missouri Valley Juniors, that would go to 84483. Additionally, we have been doing these junior tennis talks, 15 months now. So we have a wealth of information that's available. So if you want to take a deeper dive into anything like tournament registration or rankings, we will list prior topics on this resource page, as well as links where you can find those. And then if you have questions related to USTA Junior Team Tennis, please direct them to Casey or to Tara. But our contact information is here for me and for Caitee, and certainly the QR code will take you to previously aired junior tennis talk. So Casey and Tara, thank you again for joining us. This was great and very informative.
Well, thank you, Beth, for having us. Spread
Yeah,
the
thank you
word.
very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great day, everyone.